fought the rest, now try the best!
The Game Awards is 5 days away. It's interesting to think how fast this year flew by. 1 year ago, we were looking at the save the date. There was a lot of hype being stirred up following the first trailer, which was amazing. We saw that and was like, oh my god, what is Tekken 8 gonna do next? So many different ideas and rumors. Which character will it be? Jun Kazama, Bruce? I remember the discussions like it was yesterday. Regardless, the reveal that Tekken 8 did was mind-blowing. They immediately followed that up with a bunch of news articles going in depth about Jun Kazama and her role into Tekken 8. We thought that was the biggest surprise that they had up their sleeve. Jin, Jun, and Kazuya. Those 3 characters working out their family issues as only Mishima's does, with their fists. But that wasn't everything they had. As the time passed, they started to reveal more and more characters. This is when things really got intense. Everyone wanted their character to make it, because if you look at Tekken 7, 51 characters on the roster, no matter how you cut it, how you slice it, at least 20 of them were going to get Thanos snapped out of existence. DLC is going to be coming very fast, so I'm pretty sure they'll build back up the roster. But that's going to be at least a couple of months. If you're lucky, if you're not lucky, it's going to be like a year or 2. So while all that stuff was going on, players were locked in. Who are they going to show? What are they going to show? And then of course, the leaks happened. The whole entire roster, 32 characters. This was really the biggest curveball that Tekken was through. That derailed everything. As more and more characters got announced, the leaks just became more and more real. When you catch all the way up to where we're at now, when we see the heavy hitters, Sanchez, the first French character, and then also Reina, Mami Mishima. Those 2 characters' introduction into Tekken 8 is going to be massive, because for Sanchez, he has been sitting back moving the chess pieces around. Everything that Raven and Master Raven has done was at his request. So the fact that he's getting directly involved now, that means the Mishimas is going to be facing the full force of humanity. Finally, after many decades of the Mishimas doing whatever they want, the United Nation will be striking back at them. And then for Reina, this character is totally different. So far, her whole motivation is seeming like it's coming from maybe avenging Heihachi's death. Also, testing the limits of what Jin and Kazuya really can do. She heard stories of these guys, rumors, saw what they've done on the news and whatnot. She knows what she's up against. But just the arrogance and the cockiness that she is oozing tells me she has a plan. Seeing all of these characters collide in the story is going to be fantastic. And at the Game Awards in 5 days, my biggest prediction for what they're going to show is a story trailer. We have so many different trailers for Tekken, characters, announcements, game modes, but none of them is a official story trailer. I want to get a glimpse at these characters interacting in the story, get kind of a hint at their motivation, what they want, who their allies are, who their enemies are. This is the perfect time for Tekken 8 to go out with a bang. The game is less than 2 months away, and this is the last major event that they have. Yes, at the time of recording, Harada, Michael Murray, Ikeda, the entire Tekken project team has not confirmed that they will be present, but like I said, this is the biggest event of the year. You do not want to miss it. I almost forgot, so I'm editing this in after the fact. But another big expectation of mine for the Game Awards and Tekken 8 is the announcement of an open beta. Like, really, I'm not supposed to be expecting or hoping or wishing for a beta at all, because the developers have not made any hints or teases that a third one will be coming. But the reason why I think they should do it is because it's simply a good decision. The first 2 betas was all about testing and getting feedback and just understanding how the players would work with Tekken 8, play the game. But I think the third one should be more so about marketing the game. You'll see it from time to time with games like Call of Duty or Overwatch or whatever the case may be, where they'll do a early beta, maybe 1 week before the game out, maybe 1 month before the game come out. But Tekken 8 following suit and doing the same thing would just be a good marketing decision, because one, a lot of players have not played the game. I did a poll and I believe 50% played it and roughly 50% has not played it. So You would get all of those players another opportunity to play the game before they fully commit and buy it. But for all of the casuals, once again, talking about how many people are watching the Game Awards live. A lot of those people are just casuals. They're just normies. They go into it with no expectations for an individual game, and they just want to see good games. They just want to see what's next. And Tekken 8 showing off an amazing trailer, and then also say beta available now or open beta available 2 weeks or something like that. The normies who show up for those kind of things, something that would grab their attention. Think about it. All the times you watch a award, whatever, and then they say out now or beta available now after the venue or whatever, right? It's just something that's super exciting, and I think Tekken 8 is a really good game. Yeah, it has some nitpicks, heat system, Steve's face, Kazuya. It has some nitpicks, but generally the game is really good, and I think the developers should show that off just one final time. Open beta, 1 weekend, try to get as many people in there to experience the game as well. Tease them with the great gameplay that Tekken 8 has to offer, and then after that weekend is over, pull it. Then the full game comes out, and the people who are on the fence will be more interested or tempted to buy it. So I think an open beta is something they should do because it's good marketing, but in reality, I don't want anyone to go into the event expecting a beta. That's just my own personal expectations and wishes. Keep in mind as well, Tekken 8 is nominated for the most anticipated game of the year. That bracket is stacked. There's Final Fantasy in there, a Yakuza game in there, Star Wars, Suicide Squad. There's a lot of games that's not only part of this nomination, but is releasing at the same time as Tekken 8. The week Tekken 8 comes out, like 6 other games also drop as well. This is even more of a reason for them to go above and beyond with what they revealed. Putting the spotlight on characters like Devil Jin, Li Xiaolan, Alyssa, Yoshimitsu, just giving everyone something that we can be truly blown away by. Now, I have 100% faith in the developers. During my live streams, I always ask people, are you guys excited? Are you guys satisfied? Are you guys happy? Everything that we've seen, has it been living up to your expectations? We went from knowing absolutely nothing to pretty much playing the game and understanding like the concept of it. Of course, when the game comes out, we'll sink our teeth deeper and really get a feel for the gameplay, combo systems, this and that. But we know what Tekken 8 is now. In my personal opinion, I'm definitely satisfied. I think this is a good next step from Tekken 7. Tekken 7 is the #1 most successful Tekken to ever be created. Even though that game started off in a very dark spot, it didn't have that big of a budget to do all the things we were expecting, but still the game managed to come out on top. And because of all of that success, Tekken 8 can fully live up to our expectations and even more. Another expectation of mine is what will the game deliver in terms of game modes? Features. In my opinion, I think we've seen everything. Tekken Ball, Arcade Quest, the Tekken Lounge, group match, ranked match, etc. I think we've seen all that Tekken 8 has to offer, except for one thing. I will not describe it in any way whatsoever as to save everyone from being spoiled, but there was a leak that occurred probably like a month ago now, 2 months ago, I can't remember the time. It's weird. But that thing sent shockwaves around the whole entire fan base. Everyone has their own opinions of what they think it is and is not, but this is the time when I think we will see it. Having the full roster also be revealed makes it even more possible for them to show us the full capabilities of it. When you talk about them going out with a bang, I think that last surprise plays a big role in all of it. Now the sad part, Team Battle, another game mode that I was focused on and I wanted to see for a very long time, and this is pretty much the last chance for it to be there. But this is just the copium in me. It's Team Battle. Team Battle is something that I think is very important to Tekken. Yes, because it's fun and fun is cool, but also because I think it's a good way to try out a bunch of characters, right? The roster for Tekken over the past 2 games has been massive. Even if you focus on Tekken 6, it's massive. And I think adding Team Battle in there to give players a reason to try multiple different characters is a good thing. And I feel like Team Battle is perfect for doing that.